I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movements out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. Is that Graves? It has cat form. Oh! It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. But how do you know it's a stray? How can you be so sure it's a stray cat and not just someone's cat? It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seems to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ear, blah 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 blah, and it looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizzaloids on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. What an asshole. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the cat into his bowl. And the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick yawn to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. You call sleeping in a donut box a trick? That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? Is the Jelly Donut Kitty Catty one of the cafe cats? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Whoa! It's so early. What's his problem? Oh! I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate? I don't know. The bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:30? Oh hell! I'm gonna be late for my first day of work! I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. Why would you even take a shower if you're that late? Just drown yourself in deodorant and just hope for the best. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw in whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about her dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like it doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. Blah 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 blah. Also, Emmy, my oldest cat, she is an expert on looking offended. The way she stares at you makes you feel like you've done something horribly wrong. She's done that to some of my friends, and they've been like, Lena, I think your cat hates me. I'm like, no, she does that to everyone. She hates everyone. She's the most offended cat ever. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. At my first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Leonard peeks its head out from the doorframe and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window.
Oh, or they sunbathing.
I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Yeah, that's my problem. I can't do that. Maybe if it was my job, I could, but normally, no, I can't. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Got another sucker, boss. That's esteemed co-worker to you, Reese.
What a tiny.
Or is he really tiny, or are they just super tall? I guess they are like pretty huge. Maybe he's just a little tinier than average. You just keep collecting these strays.
Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello.
He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people?
Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too.
Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but is out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Yeah, I don't really shake hands with people sometimes.
I feel you, Hayes. It's okay.
Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera?
Oh, she's so cute! Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off.
I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me.
Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm fine, and I take care of social media. I like candids, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it.
Finley is also...
Graves, I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise.
Graves let out a soft bark of a laugh. She's so cute. Alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart mouth guy, Reese, and the other one looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her.
Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both.
Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand blah 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 against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this.
Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery.
Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of y'all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Launder was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid is talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I will be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good.
Okay, that should be everyone then. Avery, you'll be in training with me today. I hope that's okay.
That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks into the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him.
Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's tradition.
That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth sitting along the wall. He scoops two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair.
Great, just sit and relax.
Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path.
Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Okay, is that...
Her voice drops, almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper.
That's an Akia shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too.
A what?
Akia? From Blast Zone?
From what?
Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it.
No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something?
Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Tell me about the thing. Tell me about the thing. If I'm wearing a shirt from like a show, I actually want to know about it.
But now we got my interest. What is Blast Zone? I don't know if it would be your type of game after all.
Oh, it's a game. I like games. Try me.
Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle.
sounds dangerous.
Oh, it is. But it's also romantic.
I love that face so much.
Romantic? Like love blooming on a battlefield, that type of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime, if you prove yourself worthy.
I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure.
Okay.
She gives me a grin and a wink, then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down.
Sure.
Where should I sit, though? Do I get to pick? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley.
Yay!
Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. She's so buff. She looks ripped. I love her. I love her. One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa! I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the tray down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi and wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe blah 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 words full of coffee. They set the cups and the thing on the table and take their seats. Hayes but barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Gee, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everybody shouts and shatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave. Why did I have so much trouble saying that? So I'm gonna savor this.
Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing?
Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata? I love that.
Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make.
Just eggs and vegetables in a pan.
Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that.
Same, I'm the worst at cooking.
It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery?
Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. She's like, how dare you not eat real food? You disgust me. You eat here now. Always. That's cute! Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh! It's an important part of new employee orientation. Are they gonna haze me or something? Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate.